Oh, golly.
Has this ever happened to you? This man suffers from straight arm disorder. Slapping your wrist, slapping your forearm, it's something none of us want to do. Come with us as we explore the reasons why we do it and how we can fix them.
Oh, golly.
Hurt, didn't it? There's three main reasons why we actually hit our arm. There might be more than that, but the three main ones are a lot of people get too long of a draw length, and well, you know, naturally they're overextended and they hit their arm. Excessive hand torque, they're trying to get away from the path of the string and they're actually forcing the string into their arm. And then, well, one is simply a lot of people are double jointed and just have a hard time positioning their elbow in the right place. What we're going to do is try to illustrate each one of these, show you the not to's, and then show you what to do so that hopefully you can be better at it in the future. Too long a draw length is, well, it's pretty self-explanatory, but with a compound, unlike a recurve, it has a definitive draw length, meaning it comes to a certain stop. And when you're at full draw, you have to maintain that draw length. Well, if that is too long, then you're hyperextending your arm, therefore increasing the amount of meat, so to speak, in the way of the path of the string, plus you're overextended on the back side, and you're just uncomfortable in your whole upper body. What we're going to do now is I'm going to let him go ahead and cut this air loose, and then we're going to go ahead and shoot, Michael. What we're going to do now is we can see that that was too long, and what we're going to do is actually shorten his draw length by about a ½ inch, maybe an inch, put just a slight bend in his elbow, and then get him anchored better on his face too, and then show you how it should look. What we've done is we've taken Michael's bow and we've actually shortened it an inch. We're going to let him draw, and we're going to show you how he's got just a slight bend in his elbow so that he's able to handle it in any position, whether it's shooting down a hill, up a hill, out of a tree. You can see his back hand right here. He's got his back muscles just right. He's anchored at the corner of his mouth, tip of his nose. His anchor hand is right up against his jaw. He's not overextended, so therefore he doesn't have any of his forearm in the way. Now this is an example of you know, the right draw length. We've shortened him up, so the odds of him actually hitting his arm is going to be slim now. Go ahead and cut her loose. Arm was safe that time, wasn't it, brother?
Sure was.
I'm going to try my best to show you how to illustrate hand torque. Bows today are built, most of them are built with actually a low wrist grip, and that's designed to where you put your whole hand on there, so you're actually pushing against the bone of your arm. You're not supposed to grab the bow or twist or try to get it out of the way. You have a rear anchor when you're at full draw and torque's not presented, but as soon as you touch the trigger, you're letting go of this rear anchor, and if you've got excessive torque to where you're holding the bow like this to get out of the way of the string, well, as soon as you let go of your rear anchor, you're twisting the bow into your arm. So it's designed to be shot with just equal pressure against the back of the grip, and you're pushing dead away from you so that that string actually travels perfectly straight, right down in line with the cams and right down in line with the riser, so that it doesn't come over and hit your arm, and that's where excessive torque will cause you to hit your arm. I'm not double jointed, and I'm going to try my best to give you an illustration or explain how to actually hold the bow. In my opinion, you should keep your knuckles on a 45-degree angle when they're in the bow, when you're holding the bow, and then you actually, like as you're pushing against it, you want the bend of your arm to be kind of down and out, so that when you're holding the bow, it's kind of down and out. Instead of the bend of your arm being this way, the bend of your arm is this way, like your hand was on your chest. Open your arm up, and you know, that way it actually forces the meaty part of your arm out of the way. Now if you're double jointed, like we talked about earlier, that's just going to be exaggerated. You just have to really work hard keeping your knuckles on a 45-degree angle and the bend of your elbow down and out. SAD, straight arm disorder. Yes, it affects many, but if you'll follow those 3 tips, hopefully you'll be able to avoid this right here.